Hey y'all, what's up? I'm Brian with Fisher's Off-Road, and in this video we're going to be continuing our Yamaha RMAX Accessory Series with the Yamaha Rock Slider. Now I know a lot of you guys are probably saying, man, the RMAX already comes with a heavy-duty rock slider tree kicker from factory that can handle anything you throw at it, which is true. It is absolutely true, but for me it's a matter of cosmetics and also protecting what's there from the factory, because someday I'm going to want to sell this RMAX, and if I happen to take a hit to the side, I can take this off and the factory stuff still looks great. And also it's a cosmetic thing because these tree kickers match our St. OB lock wheels 100%. Full disclosure, I've already put the passenger side on to keep this video streamlined, so we're going to go ahead and jump in here and show you how it's done. Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to do, according to the instructions here, if you get your rock sliders, you see the instructions. They are pretty detailed, but for me, I just had to look at them a few times to see what they were talking about. But if you read over it and look at the diagram and then look at your machine, you'll be able to see exactly what they're saying. And they have reference points, like here's the front of the machine. You can leave this on if you just unbolt some of this stuff here, and they tell you in the directions what to take off. If you unbolt some of this, you can get in there and do it without taking this off, but just for visual and for videoing and trying to show you where I'm at and what I'm doing, I'm gonna go ahead and take all this off. So we'll dig into this. All right, y'all, so there we go. We got the front and then also the internal part here. I take that off as well, and I just take this whole thing off. And really, to me, that's the easiest way to do it. And now we have this all pulled back, and you can see a lot easier where we're gonna put some hardware. So once I go to do that, I'll show you guys exactly what I'm doing in there. So now we're gonna move to the back and do what the instructions tell us to do to get the back prepped so we can put the rock slider on there. All right, guys, so in the back part here, what we need to do is we need to take this end cap out and take this bolt out right here. It's really pretty simple, and one thing you can do is you can use one of these, which is one of the push pin removers. You can get these on Amazon. We use these a lot. You can get up in there and try and pry that apart. And if you don't want to scratch or mar up your surface at all, you can get these. These are plastic tools that you can get on Amazon that actually remove stuff, dash parts. So if you're working on something cosmetic and you don't want to mess it all up, this here makes your job a lot easier. But you can get in here and you can just pop that right like that. So for this bolt right here, we're going to take this out. All right, y'all, so for this next part, you're going to take this blind plug and this spacer. The blind plug you're going to put back in the same hole where you remove this cap from. And then the spacer you're going to put in between the mud flap. Just like that. So you got your spacer here. You got your blind plug here. And then you're going to have 3 bolts with washers that you're going to put in there. So now we're ready to mount up the rock slider, and we're going to put these bolts in. We're going to keep them loose until we get everything all lined up and where we want it, and then we'll lock it down. All right, so we can go ahead and just mount the rock slider on the back here, and then what you'll do is you'll take your bolts. This blind plug goes in horizontal, so your bolts can all line up right there. I just get them loosely started, so that way you can still move the rock slider around for the mounting in the front. All right, we got those 3 bolts in there, and we still have it loose so where we can move the rock slider around in the front to get it bolted up. This is the front of your rock slider right here, and it's gonna go up in behind this plate right here. So it doesn't go on the outside. You'll run it right up through that channel and put it on the inside. Then you'll take this nut plate and you'll put it on the back side of this. So you gotta kind of drop it down in this part of the frame here. Put it right in there like that. Then you take your M 10 by 25 millimeter bolts and you just go ahead and run those on in. You got your washers on there too. So there we go, the bolts are all in. Rock slider is still a little bit loose so we can move it where we need to, and then we're gonna lock it down, set it to Yamaha specs, and then we're gonna button everything up and we'll be ready to ride. For more info on the Yamaha rock sliders, you can check out shopyamaha.com or your local Yamaha dealer. As far as MSRP on the RMAX 4 rock sliders, they're coming in at $329.99 and the RMAX 2 is $307.99. Well, there you go, y'all. That's a wrap on the rock sliders, and I hope this video helps you guys out. If you got an RMAX, you're putting some rock sliders on there, it's really not that bad of a job. So if we didn't get to the accessories you're looking for yet, stay tuned. We've got a lot more we're adding to our RMAX, and we do appreciate your time. Thanks a lot for joining us, y'all. Take care and have a good one.